Could we say, you know what? I look sexy as hell in this picture.
I could try.
Hi everyone, I'm Steven Mollura, licensed counselor. I'm here with Camming Life, and this is Quick Therapy.
Hi everybody, I am Casey Kisses. I'm an adult performer.
Hi, my name is Kylie LeBeau. I'm a cam model and adult performer, and I've been performing since late 2019.
So what can I do for you today? What brings you in?
I would say self-esteem. Sometimes when I'm, looking at my pictures, it's kind of hard to feel pretty about yourself or feel good or handsome. Sometimes when I'm like taking pictures, I'm looking at them, I'm like, man, I look terrible. And it's not until one of my fans or somebody compliments me and they're like, oh my God, you're so beautiful, that, I kind of recognize it. And then there'll be times when I look back on my photo galleries and I'm like, why was I even feeling that way? Because I don't look terrible. I look really good in these photos.
Mm-hmm. So when a fan compliments you, are you able to really let it in?
No, not even. But when there's like 20,000 of them telling me, I'm like, well, I guess so.
So when we get a mass, then yes.
Yeah.
But, so on a completely surface level, yes, we're all our own worst judges, most of us at least. But it sounds like there's some real resistance to feeling pretty or feeling beautiful.
You think so? So what should I do about that?
Well, I want to know if the resistance had a voice. When someone gives you a compliment, like what's the first thing that it says?
When somebody gives me a compliment, the first thing that it says to me is that they're interested in me, they like me, and they want me to give that, they want my attention, and they want to compliment me and make me feel good about myself.
Cool, good. Would it be received differently if they didn't really want anything different from you? They just wanted to just say, hey, you're beautiful.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't have any layer of like, oh, they want my attention. It should be oh, hey, I would be like, oh, well, thank you. And there wouldn't be as much resistance to it. So I guess there is a layer of like, oh, they're working an angle when it comes to fans, but even in public, sometimes it could be a little difficult. Like, for instance, like the picture things where I'm like, I'm not pretty. I guess that's a self-esteem thing that I'd like to work on as well.
So at the kind of mid-level, there's like, okay, other people are complimenting me, but maybe there's a transactional nature, or I'm expecting them to want something out of me. So maybe it deadens it a little bit. Let's just be aware we can't read people's minds. That maybe they're just expressing that you are beautiful, and that's how they see you. But then when it comes to yourself and your own self-judgment, let's put the other people aside for a second. Would you say it's hard for you to be nice to yourself in general?
Yeah, I would say so. It's kind of, I beat myself up a lot, yeah.
So I'm wondering if it's like, okay, we look at the pictures where kicking your own butt a little bit, which is kind of an extension of how we kind of treat ourselves generally.
Yeah. So what should I do about not kicking my...
Well, awareness first.
Yeah.
Everything's awareness first. And then we got to say, okay, what does this internal judge really want? Is this trying to protect us from something else? Is there something like, well, if I really love myself, or if I feel beautiful, I'm afraid I'll, lose it, or I'm afraid I'll be too arrogant? Is there any negatives to that, or anything we're afraid of?
Yeah, I definitely don't want to be arrogant, or I don't want to, put myself above anybody else. And I know there's like really beautiful people out there that, and I do look up to a lot of people and I see their beauty. And I guess there's a lot of comparison there as well. Because I'm like, oh, well, and I'm not saying like I want to be like the most beautiful girl in the world, but and I know a lot of my fans are gonna be like, you are the most beautiful girl in the world. And I'm like, I guess I am, but.
So we got comparison, and then we have maybe a little bit of overcompensation. If we're afraid of being arrogant, if we're afraid of our own pride, sometimes it feels like any sort of self-love or any sort of self-acceptance means it's going a little too much towards evil, a little too much towards arrogance. And it's like, well, maybe it isn't. Maybe it's just like a little self-love, or even halfway. It's still not too far the other way.
See, I guess I'm also scared of where that line is too, because I feel comfortable in my position of where I'm at, where I'm like, okay, well, You know I'm not the prettiest, and I'd definitely love to know where that line is, to be like, oh, hey, I'm okay to say like, oh, I know I'm at least this good, you know.
You're in luck. You get to set it yourself.
Okay.
Where do you want that line to be?
Not at arrogance, but to just be like, oh yeah, I could look at my picture and be like, I'm comfortable with that picture. I'm comfortable with 4 out of 10 of them.
Could we make it a little bit better? Could we say, you know what? I look sexy as hell in this picture.
I could try. I don't know.
Well, would that be a little too much towards arrogance? Or
That would be for me. I think
Okay.
so. I'd be like, I don't know if I could say that about, like, oh yeah, I'm snatched right there. Like, I know a lot of girls do that, but for me, I'd be like, it's not too bad. It's not the worst.
Then let's go towards the word, kind of just at peace or contentment here. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna go towards that first. And then maybe later, if you wanna like really test this, you can say, let me try to view myself as very sexy in this picture. And if that feels a little too much resistance, that's okay for now too. But we can just start with, I like being content with myself, and that doesn't mean anything bad about me.
That's awesome, and I definitely can't wait to like implement that when I'm taking some selfies.
When it comes to self-esteem, it sounds like we have a pretty strong internal judge with some pretty intense resistance to compliments, to feeling good about ourselves. We can just start with, you know what, I just want to start with being content with looking at my pictures and feeling just okay. And later, if we need to kind of test that, that's okay too. We can get a little bit more self-loving, more self-compliments.
I definitely agree, and I love the insight as well. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you very much for watching Quick Therapy.